So the button to push and hold is on the top of the unit. It's going to blink for a second until it connects. And it says, okay, I see it. Okay. Now when I wear the mic, I talk into it. I see that green light or the yellow light. That's a signal. It just shows I've got audio coming in. Have you used these kinds of mics? Okay. Very fragile. I'm gonna give you the lecture. All right. This is a flexible arm. However, people think that these are somewhat indestructible. They're really not. I mean, they're not meant to be bent with a hard bend. Okay. But when any person puts this on their face, you become uncomfortable. You know, it takes a minute to get this where you want it. This will flex up over the ear to come, you know, do the shape of the ear. But don't get too crazy with that. Okay, so once I get this fitted on my ear, it's going to go under. Kind of crimp it down a little bit to make sure it's going to hold. Okay, and then you could contour this bar a little bit. You want it with the corner of the lip. Lined up about maybe an inch off the face is optimal for speaking. So now I can see it. My signal's coming in here, and off we go. Let's see. Why am I not hearing that though?
Turn on the main.
It's yeah, my main is up, and that's up. So let's see what I've done here.
Turn on there. Okay.
Yeah, unless it's it's green. So
it's green.
And if I touch that, it'll go red for mute, and you
Mhm.
can see nothing's coming in now. I touched it again, and there's my signal.
Oh, okay. That's if you're.
Okay. So maybe I just need to give it a little more juice here. Yep, there it is. Okay. So that's I just took you through a quick troubleshooting step. You're going to go through this every time
Sure.
until you're used to the system. So now I can hear it. But I'm barely coming in that meter, which means I might want to turn my gain up a little bit. So select the channel, go to the gain over here, and bring it up a little bit. So you know that's plenty loud now. Even though my meter's not going crazy, I've got a lot of volume.
Both of these are
yeah, I
gains.
was going to say, is this also individual gain
It's
for
on
each of
gain
those
right
inputs?
Let's see. No, this is
Oh,
That's the only
Aligned.
thing that's selected, right? Or, yeah.
correct.
I'm not sure.
Oh yes. So this is my gain here, and I can make it filter, or I can make it my pan control for left right. But you would want to do that. So right now.
So it could be any of those three, depending on what you.
So yeah, you don't have to select. You can go right here and use that.
Okay, so there's like two ways to adjust the gain.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I have a similar Big Brother mixer and it doesn't have this.
Cool.
How do you treat the wire when you're wearing it? How should it be resting?
How should it be resting? I mean, it should be not stressed here. So if you've got it in a pocket or on the belt there, you want to make sure that this is not getting pulled in like that. You want to make sure that you coil it. So sometimes I will give it a couple wraps like that and insert it, you know, with a strain relief
Just like that.
before. So that way, if I'm tugging here, it's not pulling on the connector.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not the antenna, is it? The signal's coming from that thing.
This is the antenna here on this little knob. Okay.
Usually we're in the back, right? Where do you put it?
Usually you have that on the side.
Oh, side.
On the side is
The
best.
wire going after that.
Oh, let's mute that now. Side is best. If it's going all the way through your body, it might drop out. The signal might drop out.
And you don't want a dent or anything like that, right? Hard bend.
So if you're going to contour this, I usually use my thumb and my fingers and just do a real soft,
Okay.
you know, to shape it.
Right.
But you don't want to be
Yeah.
back and forth like that.
Nice.
You said an inch off or something like that? Is
About an inch off of the corner of the lip is a good place for it. So, you know, you want it to end up about there. And this little, this is a unique mic. You probably haven't seen one like this. This has got a little dual head on it here. So one
put it
is
in
picking up the
ear.
voice,
Yeah.
and the other is canceling the room noise.
Okay.
So it's taking whatever the rest of the room sound is coming into the mic, and it cancels it. So it's very, very clear. This is the only one that I know of this kind.
Do I have an extra, you know, just in case, you know, we need to.
Didn't purchase an extra one. These are, you know,
Yeah.
close to
I was
$300.
gonna say, that's probably the most expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I'm sure.
It's the most expensive and the most fragile, so please
Okay.
handle that with care.
The battery back.
Okay, you can keep that in the case if you like, or you can leave it attached to the pack.
In the worst scenario, we can just use this wireless microphone and set it up and go.
This is a dual earpiece if that
Alright.
wants to fall off. Some people have an attached earlobe, and that earpiece doesn't want to go all the way around the ear, so it's uncomfortable. So some will hook up the dual earpiece that goes around the back of the head, and then it's got the extra piece.
Yeah, that's good.
Running.
It's a little bit heavy. So I'm going to leave that to you to figure this out if you want it.
Only P House can use that one.
Okay, so make sure your gain is up on the mixer for the channel. So that's your first step. You plug somebody in for the first time on the stage. I need a sound check real quick. You know, play your guitar, sing a little bit, make sure they're singing at the volume they would be performing at, and turn up the gain on each one until you get a nice level on the meter here where you're not peaking red. And if typically 12 o'clock is your good stopping point, you know, if you're halfway up here, that's once you start getting into 1 o'clock, it's very, very typical that that microphone will take off on you and start feeding back. I know it's just too much.
Yeah.
Typically.
And just like general, like very basic level, if we're plugging something new in, you should have that line off.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. Just
Clarifying that.
mute it here.
Yeah, muting.
Mute it here, or you can mute it here at the
Yeah.
mains. Everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Um,
good.
Easier. Makes it easier.
But remember that doesn't affect the monitors. So say you have your guitar in the monitors,
Right.
and we turn it off here. If you pull your plug out of the guitar, it's going to pop in your monitors.
I have a question here. And a lot of times, because in our current system, if you know this microphone beats this one, will have a lot of echoes. Is this something will be avoided in this system?
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, because when
You said
you know,
there's echoes when you
yes,
use it?
when you
I
use
don't
two at the same time, or not necessarily at the same time, you sort of like they
Hold them close.
yeah, you hold them close or something like that. Then you start hearing very bad like echoes or
Yeah,
word.
that's because it's, you know, the one microphone is hearing the source, the person
Yeah.
singing into it, but it's also hearing what's going on, you know, with the other mic as well.
So
It's just more distant, so there's a time
Okay.
delay.
uh-huh.
Okay. So without getting too technical, the longer sound has to go, the longer it takes to get there, to the source. So I'm talking right into my microphone, but a microphone over here, it takes a certain amount of time to get to that microphone, the sound. So you'll get a short flutter echo the further you get away.
Are you asking how to prevent that?
Yeah, how
Is
to
that-
prevent
Can you
that.
prevent that?
Yeah,
You,
can
you,
you-
you can't prevent
Close
that.
together.
That's mostly done in the microphone. This capsule here
Mhm.
has a pattern. It's a cardioid pattern, so it's kind of a lobed
Mhm.
pattern. So anything behind the mic isn't really coming in. You don't really hear it too much. Everything out here is okay, and then right here is optimal, right in front. Okay. So they have different capsules with tighter pickup patterns, so that if you know if I'm here and I move just a little bit, it's gone. Okay, but you don't really want that. These are perfect for your vocal group. The only way to get rid of that problem is to get a microphone with a tighter pickup pattern, so that as soon as you're off the mic a little bit, it goes away.
You can hear.
Oh, no? I thought you had a question. Okay. All right, let's go to the stage, and I'm gonna bring my iPad and get that hooked up.
For the handheld, for the wireless, generally